to the Willamette River. Autzen Stadium is a jewel in the Pacific Northwest, and the flock of Ducks that call it home have made this one of the most challenging places for any team to come calling. Today, a pair of Pac-12 teams getting set to square off in a game that could have season-long implications. As we'll see, the Virginia Tech Hokies taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Hokies will put total leather and will get started. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Moore will throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Napier. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do. It opens up the passing attack, and I think when you've seen the Ducks teams throughout history, the ones that have enough balance to keep you off guard, keep you guessing, are the ones that are the best teams.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Line getting set on second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw and pick up the first.
The Ducks are on the move. Using his legs, it's Green. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10 easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
Caught over the middle. It's Napier. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
And here comes the offense on second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the mark. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And the Ducks will have it 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown!
goes as he goes. So really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So a drive there of 85 yards. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Grabbed in the backfield. It's McLeod. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The sure hands, it's Heath. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. Finding an escape route. Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. In their own territory, but completely undaunted as they go for it and make it on 4th down.
And it's crazy. I don't even think you have a second thought anymore. Even in your own side of the field, like, what, I'm going to have bad field position? Nah, I don't really care. We're going to go for it. We're going to play the numbers. We're going to be aggressive.
The Hokies just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Dropping back, it's Chambers. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
Well, it's a nice-looking throw right there, and I'll tell you what, for Hokie quarterbacks in the past, it's not all about just hurting you with their legs. Michael Vick could kill you throwing the football. Tyrod Taylor could do it. How about this name? Jim Drunkenmiller. You can just see him right now, dotting an 18-yard dig route. That's a nice-looking throw. That gives me some Drunkenmiller vibes, Pollard.
Bates the grab on the left. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away and live to fight another down.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Lets it go to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And you've got a golden opportunity here now on 3rd down. I know you just threw an incompletion, but you've had a really nice drive to start this game. You want to cap this thing off, and you want to do that by scoring a touchdown. So think about who your best playmakers are and who needs to get a look on this critical 3rd down. Whether you're running it or you're throwing it, the best players touch the ball right here.
They'll play it safe and try for 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. The official says no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off play action on first down. It's picked off. That's number 10. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
I love that play call, and quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
And the Hokies trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Wants to throw. It's Chambers. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Runs through the tackle. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Quarterback making adjustments. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Watson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
The Ducks will snap it on first and 10. Moore to the air. Here's a heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
Looking for a huge play. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. The first 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And this four vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Leaves it with the back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
The Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Pulls it and fires to the left. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
They've been very good at moving the chains on third down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. Moore will throw. In the end zone to give them 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing it because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Looking to throw on first down. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
This one's complete. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Many times the Hokies have had a dynamic threat running the ball at quarterback, but you got to be efficient like this in the passing game.
No doubt, and you got to have some balance on offense. You got to be able to make those plays down the field in the passing game to make you honor it, get some guys out of the box so it's not just running quarterback all the time.
So now it's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Chambers. Rushes on him. On target to the left. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25.
See, I like this tight end because he's not just running flat routes and little stick routes and drags. This guy can get vertically down the field. He showed you his speed there running the crosser.
Slings it downfield. He caught it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
This defense might be reeling after those last two, and now facing first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hokies. Follow the blocking. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking for room, it's Hill. Pushes ahead for 2, they'll mark it at the 17.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He might want another play. Moore to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, you got to love that if you're on defense, because you were able to affect the quarterback with pressure, and you only rushed 3 guys. Well done.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Somehow fits it into a host of defenders. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Gone close to the marker, it's McLeod. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Looking for a man. It's Chambers. It's complete. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
You can just see the command this guy has of the offense. He's been picking this defense apart, matriculating the ball down the field. He's now got him in the red zone, close to the goal line. I wouldn't be surprised if they just keep...
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
And the ground game comes through for this offense just in the nick of time. Clock ticking down in the first half. They punch it in and a chance to tie this football game.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. UTEP overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from El Paso, these Miners gotta be thrilled with the result. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Try to get it to the edge. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Not overly complicated, not something the OC spent the whole summer designing. I take the ball and I toss it to my fast guy, get him on the perimeter, block it up good. My wide receivers commit to blocking, and boom, make a big play.
Makes the grab. It's Watson. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Moore will throw. He spins that thing down the middle. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their third possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
The Ducks come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He wants to change this route. They turn to the passing game on third and short. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
This is an area of the field where it's really advantageous to just go for it. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. It's Watson. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Moore to the air. Bringing the heat. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Well, the defense is feeling it now, right? 2 picks and 2 straight drives. Their guys have been all over the field making plays when the ball's in the air. D coordinator's got to love that.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. quick strike complete. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Ducks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Looking to throw, it's Chambers. Grabbed over the middle, it's Adams. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
That's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
Yeah, I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
The Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. Lost a throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Complete to the left. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
Really nice looking pass there. I'll tell you, they ask you to do a lot at Virginia Tech when you're the quarterback. You're expected to make plays with your feet because of some of the greats that have come before you, but you've also got to be able to hurt defenses throwing it as well. The entire playbook is open and at your disposal, and this guy right now, he's showing you with his arm talent, he can carve up this defense.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. Sixth play of the drive coming up. They're going to run it. Oh, he got loose. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
And the Hokies kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Calls his own number. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it, try to get his offense some positive yards.
Back to pass, it's Chambers. Got it! Touchdown, Hokies! And that one will give them the lead.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. It's Grease. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Tight end now in motion. They're going to run it. He breaks a tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Great running backs consistently make people miss. And he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line will have to do a lot better job, giving him some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
Such a great job by the defensive back, dropping beyond the sticks, understanding where the ball's going, breaking on the football, great eyes, great vision, and great hands. Looked like a wide receiver getting that INT.
Looking downfield, it's Chambers. Fires to the middle. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Looking for more room. Oh, the ball's out after that big play. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
And that is a roller coaster. We got the pick. Oh, no, we just lost it. Oh, no, we got it back. At the end of the day, the defense, David, still had it.
Yeah, and all you're trying to do is force turnovers, create plays. Nice job getting the interception. And listen, when you're running to the football, trying to block, that ball comes out. Nice job falling on it.
And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven, if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
That's caught. It's Smothers. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26.
It's so much easier to play defense when you know where the quarterback's going to be. But when you got a guy that can move outside the pocket and make big plays like this, it's so hard. Do I bring a blitz here? Do I bring a blitz there? He continues to make big plays outside the pocket.
The Hokies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Give to the running back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. They'll move the tight end. Back to pass, it's Chambers. Unloads it left. Snags it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
And the Hokies have this offense rolling. He's looking to throw. Looking for the goal line. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
On the snap, it's Overton. And he rolls into the house. Touch! Virginia Tech!
And the offense continues to run the football.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Scott. That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They already have the lead, but they will go for the knockout punch here in the 4th quarter on 4th and goal. On the direct snap, it's Overton. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety.
Huge play by this defense. This game had an opportunity to get very, very interesting. They step up, make the big play, make this a 2-possession game now with that safety and getting the football back.
And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Handoff from the gun. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
To the air, it's Chambers. Oh, they're after him. Oh, no, the ball popped out. They'll get to keep possession, but man, do they have a long way to go after that fumble threw them in reverse.
Offense, you're thinking first down, get the first down on 3rd down. Man, you can't put the ball on the turf, but at least the ball went out of bounds. Now you got a decision to make what you want to do on 4th down. Could have been a turnover, could have been worse there.
The Hokies send out the punt unit. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time.
And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Caught in the backfield, it's McLeod. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Offense gets set for second down. Gonna run it. It's Smothers. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Looking to pass. It's Chambers. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Absolutely center cut. And that will extend their lead even further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Very intriguing Big 12 matchup today, gentlemen. Here's a look at how it finished up. Ole Miss came through with a lunch pail hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won, and the fact this wasn't ever really in question. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. On target over the middle. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
And the Ducks with the 1st and 10. Moore will throw. Unleashes one deep. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
Well, the offense did their part. They're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
And the point after is good. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Pocket breaking down. Got it in the middle. It's Wiggins. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've got this defense reeling after